Hey there everybody, this is Airhead. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we found out the name of the people behind the Shadow Pokemon. It is Team Cypher, and we climbed up their building, finding out what's going on here. And now we're at the top, so we're going to talk to this guy. But before that, quick disclaimer. This is the first episode I'm recording in my new apartment, and I'm right next to the pool. So I apologize if there's any crazy college kid noise in the background. It's just how it is. Hello, person. We've just captured an intruder. Go inside that building and provide assistance. Wait, how did you not know that I'm the bad guy? Oh, well, I guess no one told him. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go in here. Hello? Uh-oh. Darling, aren't you one of Duking's people? What made you think you could simply waltz in here? Such a silly boy. Grr. Where's Mirror B? I'm taking him down. Take him down after the beating you took? That's too funny. Ah ha ha. You wait. I'm gonna drive all of you out of this town. Ah ha ha. Oh, such a feisty boy. Don't tell me you have to take your Pokemon hostage to make you settle down like we did with Duking. Well, what? Hey, leave Silva alone. He's with me. Oh, we seem to be getting a lot of unexpected company today. But that's no excuse for being a bad host. Oh, well, thank you for being so welcoming. Mirror B peon, a different peon. This is Wreath. And she sends out a laughably low-leveled Remoraid and a Spinarak. Yeah, there's a reason this Remoraid is so low-leveled, and you will see, and it's kind of obnoxious, actually. Alright, so we're just going to send out the tried and true. Yep, it's a Shadow Pokemon. And it's level 20. So if you use pretty much any offensive move on it, it'll get knocked out in one hit. I have no idea why it's set to level 20. But it is. So this is actually good with Toxic, because Toxic will just slightly lower its health every once in a while. We don't have to worry about doing a bunch of damage. And being poisoned helps with the capture rate, so that's always nice. So we're just going to one-shot that Spinarak, no problem there. Even if it was evolved, it probably wouldn't have been much of a threat. Oh, and here we have the best Pokemon ever, Love Disc. Look how amazing it is. Of course. Thank you, 15% miss. Alright, let's try that again. This Love Disc can be a bit of a problem just because it's really fast, but not as fast as Espeon, of course. Come on, Love Disc, please don't use the move I don't want you to use. I used the move I didn't want it to use. Agility, that sharply boosted speed, so now it's faster than Espeon. Great, please don't miss this time. Thank you. It's weird, Umbreon actually, pretty much every Pokemon that can learn TMs can learn Toxic, but Umbreon actually, biologically, can shoot poison. So this makes perfect sense. It says in some of the Pokedexes that it can shoot poison. Oh, nice. Remember, it also has an ability that drops its accuracy by 20%. So that's why that missed. But it also boosts physical attacks by 50%. But the miss is usually better. For me, anyway. So I'm just going to throw a Great Ball. I got more Great Balls because we're going to have a good bit of snagging coming up. I guess I can show off what happens if you try and snag a non-Shadow Pokemon. Oh wait, that Pokemon doesn't have a Black Aura. Yep, Rui says no. So we have the capability to steal other people's Pokemon, but Rui just won't let us. Come on, Rui. We could use that Love Disc. It would be an asset to our team. Hopefully this catches. Remoraid isn't... Oh, well, there we go. Honestly, I've captured this Remoraid just throwing a Great Ball right off the bat, and it just works. So that was just bad luck. Hey, if you want to... If Remoraid wants to miss its Shadow Rush again, that would be really nice. Alright, well, there goes Love Disc. The Destroyer of Worlds, the best Pokemon ever. Please miss. Oh, I mean, it's only an 80%. Oh my gosh! Critical hit. That's not very nice at all. Well, there's no point in damaging it because I'll just knock it out, so I'm going to heal. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. I could do the duplication glitch, but I don't really need to. And I would feel kind of bad doing it. Come on. There we go. We got the level 20 Remoraid. That is one of 2 Shadow Pokemon that are level 20. All the rest are 30 or over. Yay, we beat Wreath. How did that happen? Unbelievable. We hung her up like a wreath. That's kind of violent. My Pokemon couldn't muster a thing. You're no ordinary trainer. Were you hired by Dugan's bodyguards? Yes, Rui is the most intimidating person here. Let me warn you, if you mess with us, you'd better be prepared for the consequences. Well, we just beat your friend. Can't imagine you'd be much more difficult, Firma. She sends out Mantine and Apom. Alright, this is a little bit more challenging. Because this Apom is annoying. And Mantine is very bulky, so hopefully I can get a paralysis with secret power. That's what I'm going to be going for. Yep. Shadow Mantine. Which also has a Remoraid on it, so we get 2 Shadow Remoraids. No, unfortunately that's not the case. Not that you'd really, I don't know why you'd want 2 Remoraids. Alright. Hopefully, please don't use, oh, it used agility, great. Everything just wants to use agility. But this is also a problem because Apom has a very annoying move, and it's going to use it all the time. Can we get that 30% paralysis? That'd be super nice. Aw. Bubble Beam. Mantine isn't super strong, but that's still going to hurt a little bit. Oh, come on. Speed fell. Hopefully, Apom would have been faster anyway, but hopefully that doesn't mess with Mantine. Yes, Astonish. Super weak. Okay, doesn't matter if it's weak if it crits. Jeez, Espeon. This is what I was saying. I've been getting a lot of crits earlier in the game, which means now I'm gonna get crit a ton. Great. Man, that was super unlucky. Oh well. This will give Bayleaf some time to shine. Hey, there's our own crit. Umbreon's the one getting the crits. Way to go, boy. Paralysis, man. Alright, is he gonna hit Bayleaf? Sweet. I mean, I would have preferred if Espeon did. Oh my gosh. That is a 10% chance to lower speed. That's ridiculous. I really want to take out that Apom. I'm going to go with Razor Leaf to weaken that Mantine a little bit more. Please don't flinch. That's a 30% flinch. That'd be really good if it didn't flinch. Oh, so close. But that's why I had Razor Leaf, because I figured that would knock it out. Another Bubble Beam. Please don't lower speed. I'm not in for 1 in 1,000 chances. Thank you. Mantine might be weak enough to capture now. There we go. There's Apom. Ugh. Yeah. That flinching can get nasty because it's so fast, so it pretty much always goes first. Okie doke. Do I want to go for Body Slam? What do I want to do? Body Slam. I don't know if that... Nah, I don't want to risk it. I'm going to try and just capture the Mantine. Yeah, I'll have Bayleaf do the catching. I'm just glad that Mantine isn't using Shadow Rush. I'll use Confuse Ray for it. Come on, Mantine. This ball kind of matches your colors. It was made for you. Now, Mantine is actually really hard to catch. It really is. There we go. Yay, reverse psychology. It actually is pretty hard to catch. That's right, we got Mantine. Oh no, defense curl. Actually, it'll do less damage with confusion now, so that might be kind of annoying, but I'm using special attacks. And Yanma is a non-threat, so I'm just going to ignore it entirely. Maybe I should have gone for Body Slam. So I could get, paralysis and confusion, which would lower its chances to attack even more. That would be fun. I'm gonna try and go for that. Sonic Boom. What a great game. Not broken at all. Yeah, but it only does 20 damage all the time, so it's no big deal. Now, early game, if our Pokemon were super low level, if the leveling worked like in every other game, then Sonic Boom would actually be incredibly threatening. And I'm reminded of a trainer early on in this game's sequel that has a Voltorb with Sonic Boom, and it is awful because it's so fast, it just uses Sonic Boom all the time. And in XD you start out level 10, so it's actually kind of threatening. Okay, I probably don't actually need to go with the Body Slam. Hurt yourself! Yay! Thank you. And another Sonic Boom. Alright. This should do it. And then we just have Yanma, who can only do 20 damage at a time. Wow, another crit! Jeez, this is crazy. Umbreon is on fire. Alright, just go on, clip through your trainer, there you go. The wings are actually so thin that they just phase through reality. Alright, this should be easy. Your speed boost doesn't do you much good, since you're already faster. Hopefully double teaming it will knock it out. Yep, that should be good. Sweet. That went really well. It can go downhill really quickly if Mantine just doesn't cooperate. There we go. Hey, level up, nice. Got some good stats going on. We beat Firma! What just happened? Unbelievable too! Electric Boogaloo. I love how there's actually a Pokemon manga, and it's called Pikachu Electric Boogaloo, and I just find that hilarious. Wreath, let's make ourselves scarce for the time being. Righto, Firma. Ultra Super Fire Dash! Don't you mean Rapid Dash? Hey Silver, are you okay? You're kinda just laying there. Ergo. Thank you, you saved me. Do people know duking? Yeah, we do. Okay, I'm a fool. I didn't know what was happening at all. They'd taken Duking's Pokemon hostage. How could they do something so downright dirty? That's why we're here. We came to rescue Plusle. I'm going too. Ah! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not in your condition. You'll have to wait there. What did they do to him? I guess he doesn't really have any strong Pokemon to defend himself. Oh, here we go. Whoa, we met again, kiddies. Mimira B, you cowardly cheat. Cowardly cheat? That's so not true. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. I mean, it's true. This is war. Kinda. You call that a tactic? Plusle had better be okay. Oh, the darling couldn't be any safer if it tried. I'm sure it will come to adore me before too much longer. Yeah, it's like, Stockholm Syndrome. You gotta be kidding. Where is it? Give it back. Whoa. No running or hiding from me. Come to the cave, that's where I'll be. I'll be waiting for you, my pretties. Ooh. Try to make it rhyme again. That didn't really work. Okay, well, you just sit tight. I got creamed by the guy who was guarding the cave's entrance. Okay. Be careful when you go to the cave. The Sentinel is tough. Whoa, that sounds intense. A Sentinel. Hey, another shiny thing. Got another Iron File. Iron File S. Yeah, let's read it. Shadow Pokemon. Hey, that would sound familiar. Shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon that's been made into a fighting machine. Artificially shine the door to its heart. Yep, we knew that. Exudes a dark aura. Can't be seen by the human eye. It's a good thing we found this girl who can see them. Yep, it's been discovered. This is a major problem. I don't know if they'd ever discuss how she can see the aura, but she kinda can. I guess maybe she trained with a Lucario or something. She could become a huge obstacle. We should probably kidnap her. What could possibly go wrong? Yep, okay. So let's check out what's down here. It's an elevator. Well, let's see where this goes. We are back to the beginning. And we get 3 Hyper Potions. That's nice. Restores 200 HP, which is completely superfluous. That is absurd. I don't know why you would need that much healing this early, but you get them. Oh yeah, by the way, careful. If you go through these doors, you can't come back. So I'm gonna go through these doors. Yep. Doesn't appear to open from the side. But I'm doing that because you get back to healing machine and that Mantine we got, I think, would make a fine addition to the team. Don't you think? So we're gonna take this Mantine. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the PC. Here's this level 20 Remoraid. Did anything have a hold item? It does not. Okay. If you press X or Y, okay, so here you can check summary, move, withdrawal. You can release them, which I don't know why you'd release a shadow Pokemon. Can you even release shadow Pokemon? Yeah, I didn't think so. If you press X or Y, you can change it to a yellow hand, and that just automatically picks it up. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna add Mantine to the party. Bye, Makihita. Oh yeah, by the way, Misdreavus has a hold item, Spell Tag, raises the power of ghost type moves by 10%, which is really only good for Misdreavus. Alright, so Mantine's on the team now. Let's see how you... And she's a girl! We needed a girl on the team. Okay. I don't have... Aw, man, Swift Swim, that's okay. Mantine gets another ability that's way better, but that's okay. Stats are... I can't tell in nature because the heart gauge isn't low enough. But once that's up, once I learn the nature, I'll put in IVs. And then we'll do bio at the end. Because we have one more trainer to battle. And while we're climbing all the way back up, Mantine reminded me of something. A very touchy subject in the Pokemon community, and that is Pokemon pronunciations. So if you play Pokemon, you might actually pronounce this Mantine and not Mantine. And there's probably a good reason for that. So I am a huge stickler for pronunciations. I find it really fun trying to learn the official pronunciations of Pokemon whenever a new one. That's one of the only main reasons I watch the Pokemon anime is to learn the pronunciations. Because it's cool. You get a glimpse of the origin of the Pokemon by figuring out how to say their name and like where the words came from. Like Mantine, it's Manta Ray and Marine. Pretty simple, but pretty cool. And I'm a science major, so it's kind of important to know how to pronounce the big sciencey words. So I always make a habit of trying to learn the pronunciation of any word that I don't know the pronunciation of. Of course, I'm not perfect at that, so if I pronounce anything incorrectly, let me know. But I'll try and make a habit of pronouncing things correctly. Now, the reason Mantine's is weird because you might have heard the 4Kids dub. That says Mantine. But the earlier dubs of Pokemon says Mantine. This is actually very interesting, and I'll talk about this as we battle this guy. I'm going to bring out Bayleaf. Because, actually, let's give Mantine some love. Yeah, we'll have these two. Oh, I get it. You guys weren't new recruits, but just intruders, too. That guy earlier was too weak for words. How about you? Are you going to keep me amused? Yeah, I probably am. So, the anime dub, it's actually really interesting. So, that's pretty much the main source where you get Pokemon pronunciations, which is why I hope in Sword and Shield they have a pronunciation thing in the Pokedex, which is not going to happen, but that would be really nice if they had it. Also, you might as well throw in a sound test while you're at it, but that's just kind of pipe dreams. So, it's really interesting. So seasons 1 through 8 of the anime is dubbed by 4Kids, and 4Kids is a bit notorious for getting some things wrong, so I tend not to trust their pronunciations. Oh yeah, by the way, Shadow Quillfish. So I tend not to trust their pronunciations. Like, I remember 4Kids, some things they've gotten wrong, like they said Ferd is a ground type, which is very much not. They said water is weak to fire, but that's just a few things. But then, starting season 9, which is the Battle Frontier season, episode 420 is the first one. Fear Factor Phony, it's when they changed the dubbing over to the official Pokemon company of the United States. So I figured the pronunciations they give would be a little more official. Oh, sweet paralysis. Because it's the official Pokemon company and not some other company given dubbing rights. And, Fear Factor Phony, that episode is so jarring. Because every voice changed in just an episode. Because 4Kids didn't dub anymore. So all the new voice actors just came in out of nowhere. And oh my gosh, it is so jarring. Like, Ash's voice is not great. Brock's is fine. I like Brock's new voice. But May's voice is messed up. Max's voice is messed up. Team Rocket's voices are fine. But oh man. So from that point, you could tell that the official Pokemon Company had different pronunciation plans than 4Kids, because they changed some pronunciations, like Mantine become Mantine. And the one time you'd hear Mantine, the one I hear most people say is the Unknown movie with Entei, because Mantine is said in that, and that's the main one I can think of. Or maybe the Pokemon Ranger movie, that's another one. So the pronunciations since the USA, Pokemon Company USA has taken over, have been pretty consistent, which is why I tend to trust those. Oh man. Well, I don't really want Mantine to faint in her battling debut, so I'm gonna switch her out. I'm going to try and say Mantine as a female, because I've watched so many Let's Plays where people just call all their Pokemon male, even if they have a female. So no, I'm gonna make it a habit to say Mantine is a she, because she is. And she's a beautiful lady. I don't want to call her a guy. There are some pronunciations that are weird. I can think of one where the Pokédex 3D Pro, it's an app on the 3DS that gives the pronunciation for all Pokemon gens 1 through 5. And that's the one, they're all the same as what's said in the anime past season 9. But there's one inconsistency I noticed, and that's with Bronzong. The Pokédex 3D Pro says Bronzong with emphasis on the second syllable, and then the anime says Bronzong with emphasis on the first syllable. I like emphasis on the first syllable, I think it sounds better, and it evolves from Bronzor, so I don't know why it switched syllabic stress just from evolution. Man, Qwilfish is really hard to snag. Hopefully this Linoon isn't much of a problem. It does use Sand Attack. Oh, sweet, Confusion. So that's all I have to say on pronunciations. I would challenge people to try and say the right thing. I mean, it's not a big deal. They're just made up Pokemon names. They're just made up names of creatures. So it's really not a big deal. You can say it however you want. I'm not gonna get at you. But I do die a little inside whenever I hear someone say Rayquaza. It does hurt my soul. But that's about it. Hopefully this Qwilfish gets captured. Please get captured. That would be really nice of you, Qwilfish. I mean, you're paralyzed and at half health. I don't know why they make Qwilfish's face look like that. Why its eyes are pointing in two different directions. It looks so derpy. Oh, so close. Come on, knock yourself out. Ah, Mud Sport. That's totally useless. I don't have any electric attacks. Oh, sweet. Alright, well, let's just keep at it. I'll go Swift to try and get a little extra damage. And let's just try another Great Ball. Man, I bought 8 Great Balls. And I'm using them all up on this Qwilfish. One thing I noticed is that when it's capturing the Pokemon, the Snag Ball makes like a submarine sound. Oh man. Like, you know the submarine sonar sound? It makes that sound, and it's really weird. But actually, the sound effects in this game, I've heard them reused in a lot of other games. Like for different moves. I remember hearing them in Shadow of the Colossus in particular. Like for some of the laser attacks, they use sound effects from this. Well, not from this, but just kind of like stock. Oh no, Surf! I didn't know that. Well, there you go. That's not going to do much damage at all. Okay. What to do? I could set up a Reflect. I'll set up a Reflect just in case. Please. Please, Qwilfish. I just want to capture you. And then stuff you in a box. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Nope. Yeah. Shadow Rush. That'll do less damage. Okay, not that much less damage. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna switch out Bayleaf. because I don't want Shadow Rush to do more damage. Actually, if it doesn't on Bayleaf, it'll only do 1 point of recoil, but that's okay. Come on, Umbreon. Please. Please just be captured. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. Took a little bit longer than I was hoping it would, but that's okay. Oh yeah, this guy's name is Doken. Like Hadoken. So that was fun. Oh good, I'm glad I could give you a good time. Battling you is fun, so that's good enough for me. If you want to go through, go right ahead. And we will go through in the next episode. Ow, poison! Sorry, Mantine, I'll get you healed up in the next episode. And before that, it is time to get onto the bios, so let's get onto the bios. First off, we've got Octillery, which evolves from Remoraid at level 25. How a fish evolves into an octopus is beyond me. Anyways, Octillery has very interesting stats. While its offensive stats are the same, you will most likely use special attacks, as Octillery has one of the deepest special move pools in the game. It can even learn some fire type attacks. Its defensive stats are pretty solid too, but its low speed does hamper it a bit. The Suction Cup's ability is almost entirely useless, as opponent Pokemon rarely try to force your Pokemon to switch. Its starting moves are Bubble Beam, which is a moderately strong water type attack with a chance to lower speed, Lock On, which guarantees that the next move hits the target, Side Beam, and Aurora Beam, which is a moderately strong ice type attack with a chance to lower attack. Unfortunately, Remoraid is pretty useless as a Shadow Pokemon, since it's stuck at such a low level. Once Remoraid can gain experience, it will take some time and effort for it to catch up to the rest of your team. However, if you're patient, you will be rewarded with an incredibly flexible powerhouse. Next up is Mantine. As you can see by its massive special defense, Mantine is all about taking hits. It has the 7th highest special defense stat of all Pokemon up to Gen 3, tied with Kyogre. Mantine can dish out a good bit of damage too, but it is held back by its lack of particularly strong moves. You will also need to be very careful of electric types. Even 140 base special defense has trouble standing up to 4 times damage. As I've said before, Water Absorb is an amazing ability and definitely the one to go for. Swift Swim is a pretty good ability too, but it's hard to beat a water immunity. Its starting moves are Wing Attack, which is a fairly weak flying type attack, Supersonic, Bubble Beam, and Takedown, which is a strong normal type attack that also hurts the user. Overall, Mantine is a great all-around Pokemon that can take special attacks all day and dish out some damage itself. It isn't great at taking physical hits, and its HP is low, but the special bulk more than makes up for it. If you want a water type, Mantine is one of the best you can go for. Finally, we've got Qwilfish. Qwilfish is pretty underwhelming stat-wise. It has pretty good attack and speed, but its good physical attacks are only available near the end of the game. Qwilfish's defenses are poor, but its great defensive typing helps alleviate that a bit. I would recommend Swift Swim over Poison Point because the water attack boost from Rain is nice to have alongside the speed boost, plus accidentally poisoning a Shadow Pokemon could be very annoying. Its starting moves are Pin Missile, which is a weak bug type attack that randomly hits 2 to 5 times, Minimize, which raises evasiveness, Poison Sting, which is a weak poison type attack with a chance to poison, and Surf. There's not really much to say about Qwilfish. It's just a victim of bad stats. It doesn't have any interesting gimmick to offset this problem, so it just ends up getting outclassed by every other water type. The fact that it doesn't learn good moves until very late means that it's really only going to spam weak Surfs, unless you want to be that person and spam Minimize. Okay, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. In the next one, we'll be going into this spooky cave. So thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure to play, and I will catch you later.